So this is gonna be a very, very, very real live stream for me to you guys. Um, I was just debating to do my makeup and then go on camera with you guys, but honestly speaking, guys, this is gonna be a very, very, very long video. Oh, the orientation is locked. Whoopee. The orientation's locked. I was trying to change my angle of my camera, my phone, guys, but it wouldn't let me. 1 second, guys. So hi guys. Whoa, this retrograde post energy is still messing with me, guys. This is gonna be a very, very real and raw check in with you guys. 1 second, guys. I have to get something to eat. I haven't ate all day. 1 second, guys. I literally have not ate all day. Hi. No one judge me. Hi, good afternoon, ma'am. Okay, I think I'm just gonna get a, oh, with the 4 for 4, I can get that. Okay, I'll do the 4 for 4, please. Can you upgrade the fries? Yeah. Okay, so I'll do a large fry then. I'll do a medium fry then. What would you like? I'll do the chicken nuggets and the junior bacon cheeseburger, the junior cheeseburger deluxe. Sorry, my voice is so tired. So tired, guys. I'll do medium. Fruit punch. The drink I also do a medium fruit punch. And I'll do a side Caesar salad. And I'm gonna add another 6-piece nugget. What kind of sauce? Barbecue and ketchup, ma'am. Anything else? That's all. I think you got it. No problem. Thank you so much. I appreciate your love. Thank you. Hi guys. All right. So yeah, guys. So no bullshit. No bullshit. I'm just gonna talk and tell you guys everything on this stream because why not? And before I even get into my day and what's been going on with me, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support. My voice right now is, I mean, my body, guys, my body is totally battered. For those that know already, maybe some people know, but maybe some people don't. I'm still in college. I've told you guys a little bit about what I've been through and, like, you know, what I've overcome in life. And I don't say certain things for brownie points, but I think that this video and what I'm gonna tell you guys, I think is for everybody. I really think that, you know, things that I've been through, the things that I've learned in my life so far, I think should be for everybody to take from, you know, whatever they can take from it. So long story short, you know, I just got back where I live in the area, sort of. Excuse me, guys. My throat is so bad. My throat is so bad, guys. I just got back in my area. Actually, 1 second. I'm gonna take the pressure off myself because for some reason I'm wanting to be like super professional, but I have no reason to be I have no reason to do that. I really don't. I've had a really crazy couple of days. I really have, guys. So I have no reason to even be, you know, uber professional. I don't have any reason to do that, but for some reason whenever I get on YouTube I'm trying to be all professional. But you know, basically basically for 3 to 4 nights now in a row, let me move up more. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't want to use my voice too much. So basically for three to 4 nights in a row, where do I even begin? 3 to 4 nights in a row, I basically have been at the library at my university for like 3 and 4 days in a row. 3 or 4 days in a row. And from the retrograde, so much crap has happened. Long story short, let me just try to summarize what's been going on with my personal life that kind of bleeds into my YouTube career. How do I say this? So basically, as you guys know, that have been following me and have the notification bell on, because if you have the notification bell on, you guys know that when I go live, you're supposed to get the notification. Maybe YouTube doesn't do that, but you're supposed to get it. And so basically from March, we had the Pisces retrograde, right? In March, back March, we had the Pisces retrograde. My throat is still, my chest is still messing up right now. And basically, I almost died. No exaggeration, guys. I literally could have died in March. It was that bad. I had a crazy panic attack. I basically had a crazy panic attack, which was kind of like a mini heart attack, if you want to call it that, but it was basically a panic attack. And it was so bad that I had to go to the hospital. This was back in March when we had the Pisces retrograde. And then basically my body freaked out. My body just freaked out on me because I moved into a house in December with my mother. I moved into a house in December with my mom, and we had a lot of construction. We had a lot of things going on in the house. So not only was I dealing with that, but I was dealing with living on campus. I was trying to live on campus, and I basically declined it and came back home. This was all in March. And I had a full schedule. I was still working. I was still doing YouTube. I basically had no space on my plate for even a crumb. And I went to the hospital. Now, I never get sick. I never get sick. I never have, if I have a cold, I don't have a cold for long. Like, I'm not that kind of person. So if my body is literally, if my body, excuse me guys, my throat and everything is fucked up, but if my body is literally not cooperating with me, it has to be for like a really, really big reason, because I'm not like that. My body's not like that. 1 second, guys. Hi, love. Hi. I get my debit card out here. 1 second, guys. Okay. Oh, is that mine? How much is mine? $9.29. Okay, for everything? With the medium fry, the drink, everything? Wow. It's really good. That's really good, actually. Wow. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Is this mine? Is it mine? Oh, the side salad? Whoa, the side salad is huge. This is a side salad? Wow. What is Wendy's up to? Thank you so much. 1 second, love. I have a lot of stuff in my hand. Sorry. And the receipt. That side salad is like on point. There you go. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. You too. I think I got everything, right? Let me make sure. Oh, I think I had the extra nugget. Okay, yeah, I think I got everything. Okay, guys. Ooh, yeah, I knew my phone was gonna do that to me. I knew my phone was gonna do that. Whoa, that side salad was like $1 something, and it's like humongous. Thank God for Wendy's, honey, because I am starving right now. I'm actually gonna park my car real quick to talk to you guys because I need a moment. I've been driving all day. I've been literally driving all day, and my throat and my body right now is in such bad shape that I just need to park my car for like 2 minutes. Like, I need to. Like, I literally just got back in my area, like literally 20 minutes ago. So with all that information that I told you guys in regards to me, basically, guys, with all the information I told you guys in regards to the retrograde that happened in March, me going to the hospital, as you guys know, shortly after that, my mom fell ill as well. Whatever happened with her, she had vertigo. She was having issues with I guess something that I can't even talk right now. Something that you call vertigo. So around that time in March was when basically everything just hit the fan. Everything just hit the fan for me for some reason. And I was stuck with a lot of decisions that I had to make in regards to my classes and my health. And so the decision that I had was to basically, you know, drop out of everything and work and still pay my bills. But I didn't do that. I basically I still kept it together, you know? I declined the medication. I declined all the things they were trying to do to me. I said to them, you know what? I don't believe in it. I don't believe in taking antidepressants. I don't believe in all that garbage because to me it does a lot more harm than good, you know? At least for me, my body, I don't like medication like that. You feel me? So I rather just not deal with it, period. So long story short, I got through that semester, which was a spring semester. I passed everything, which was a shocker to me. But by the grace of God, I passed, and I was able to keep myself afloat and not have another panic attack and not be on medication. And, you know, I seemed to keep it together. Now, fast forward now into the spring semester, no, the summer semester. So right now we're in the summer semester, right? And to no surprise, this is really personal, and this is honestly the honest God truth. I spent so much money. I spent so much money on so many books and so many materials in regards to the retrograde, moon cycles. I mean, I have put so much like into like my education of astrology and of this channel for you guys. Like I've done so much, like besides like just what I do already, like I really take it seriously. You know, I love what I do for you guys. And so long story short, to no surprise, I realized that July was gonna be another retrograde. Okay, I had a feeling. I was checking it out, you know, I was following it closely, but I did not know, and I swear to God, I had no idea that this retrograde was gonna be so horrible. This retrograde for me was nothing short of a nightmare, okay? And for two reasons, mainly two reasons. No, three. Okay, I'll say three. Three reasons mainly. My cat, out of nowhere, um basically almost died on us. Okay, my cats are in perfect health, nothing's wrong with them. Out of nowhere, like the very like before, even before July really kicked off, my cat's stomach was inflated, and my mom was out, you know, getting groceries, and I called her, and I'm like, Mom, like something's wrong with the cat, like something's wrong with our cat. And like I told you guys before, my mom, we just bought this house, right? So you guys know how it is when you buy a house, you know, you do all these renovations, you buy all this furniture, you know, sometimes you don't have the time or the money or the space and opportunity to spend more money on other things that you don't need to spend money on. You know, when you have a house in general, like when you have your own properties in general, like you have to spend so much money, you know. And so long story short, she was like, what do you mean the cat's sick? And I said to her, I have a weird feeling. Something's wrong with the cat. And so I periscoped it. I literally periscoped it. I called our local vet, and they were like, oh, we can't help you. You know, your cat, if your cat's in a emergency situation, your cat has to go to the ER. Your cat basically has to go to the ER. So my mom was like, oh, I don't have anything to spend on the cat. You know, I don't have any money to give this cat. I don't know what's wrong with the cat. Like, we already got the checkup. Like I agree with her, you know, I actually agree with her, you know, like when it came down to it, we spent so much money on so many other things. Like not only our new car, the house, like we spent all this money. And so it was like the worst timing ever. It was just the worst timing. This all happened, guys, like literally like a couple days ago, like a couple weeks ago, a couple days ago. Like this is what I've been going through. And it's just so much. I mean, it's just so much. And basically we did call the ER. We called around, and my cat basically could have died on us, like literally. The veterinarians told us that the cat basically had a urination issue. Young male cats apparently have problems with urinating at a very young age for a lot of certain types of breeds of cats. Like my cat's a tuxedo cat. So the lady told us that basically he was holding in like days of urination, of urine, and he wasn't passing his urine. So basically what happened was his stomach inflated. And so basically his body was shutting down. So my intuition was correct. And so here's the next part of the story. Basically, because of his dire condition, the vets were like, listen, he has to go into surgery. And this just happened out of the blue. Like this just happened out of total left field. they were like, okay, you know, you have to pay for X, Y, and Z, or your cat's basically gonna die like right now. Like, we're basically gonna put him to sleep. He's gonna die in a couple hours because he needs to get assistance. He needs to get surgery. So my mother was like, oh, forget that. You know, I'm not paying for that. You know, I can't afford that. I already did the renovations for the kitchen. And I agree with her. You know, it's not like she didn't have it, but she was like, you know what, like, we have all these bills. Like, I can't help your cat. I can't help you. So I was working. I'm obviously always working. Hello. You know, I had some money coming in from my school. The balance that I paid my tuition. Like, I had some money sitting there. But in reality, that money should have went to my own health, because I was trying to join a weight loss program, to basically, you know, for B12 shots. Like, I was trying to do all this stuff because from last year, my health was going on the decline. I could feel it. I could sense it. You know, I was basically living off of caffeine. I was living off of coffee. I wasn't sleeping. You know, I was just really, really in a hot state. I was in a hot ass state of mess. And so, you know, when I started to see my what do you call it, the remaining money that I spent on my tuition, when I saw that my money was coming in from my school, that I spent like the, you know, the remaining balance, I was gonna invest in going into a program to help me, you know, get healthier, you know, check my cholesterol levels, like all this stuff, you know. And so the same time this happened to me, my mom was like, listen, I'm not paying for it. The bill was over $2,000. I think it was 3,100. But then because of, was that the total? I think it was actually the total amount was over $2,000, was over $2,000 for my cat's medical bill. Came out of left field. And so my mom was like, well, basically, you know, I can't help you because I just renovated the kitchen, you know. I have mortgage now. I can't help you. And so, you know, I didn't have a choice. They basically told me that if I did not pay for the surgery right that second for my cat to go to the back in their facility, in their hospital, and help him, he would basically die. And so, long story short, with that situation, I didn't want to have blood in my hands. You know, I don't want to get emotional, but like, I did not, under any circumstance, want to have blood on my hands. I did not want to go to sleep that night and say to myself that, you know what, I was so selfish, all because of money, all because of my own, you know, gain. I didn't help my cat. I didn't spend that money for my cat to get better. I couldn't live with that, you know, and in my heart and soul, the vets promised me, you know, they promised me, like, listen, if you spend this money and you help your cat, we will bring him back to recovery. We will watch him day and night. He'll be here at the hospital with us, the ER veterinarian hospital with us. We will have him taken care of. And so and that wasn't even a guarantee, but they said to me, listen, 9 out of 10 times, the cats that go in for this procedure make it out alive. They make it out alive. So basically, you know, I said to myself, you know what? I have to basically just put myself on the line here, and I have to help my cat. You know, I have to do what I have to do. And so, long story short, it worked. You know, whatever they told me, it worked. I spent the money, and he was up in no time. He was up in no time. But in addition to that, I had to be there with him and help him with medication. So while my mom was at work, you know, I had to basically watch my cat like a fucking child. I basically had to spend all this money on specialized food and medication, and this was all coming out of my bank account. I was not getting money from anybody. So, long story short, around the same time this happened, I went into a program to sign up to get B12 shots and stuff like that. Long story short, the same time frame this happened to me, I canceled. And I was still charged $800 on a credit card. This is when the retrograde happened. I was still charged money for the program that I canceled the next day. Something in my intuition told me, do not do the program. It's the wrong timing. Not that the program doesn't work, but something told me from my Scorpio readings and everything else I was feeling intuitively, something said to me, I'm gonna have a big bill that I have to pay for, a big responsibility that I'm gonna have to take care of, and if I don't take care of it, it's gonna go left. So my intuition was right. So basically, from
May 29th onward to just a couple days ago, and now August, I managed to get my money back. Um, the owner of the franchise with the weight loss and the B12 shot program finally said, you know what, I'm gonna help you. I had no knowledge of this. Here's your money back. But for over a month and a half, I had all these charges, my CATS charge, my college tuition. I had all this stuff coming at me with no help, no help. And so, long story short, fast forward to my summer semester, a class got dropped, okay? A bunch of teachers basically wanted to go on vacation. And so one of the classes that I registered for back in March dropped, disappeared. Said we can't help you, you have to do other courses. So while all this was happening, right? I had to go downtown. I had to go where my university is. My university is basically over an hour away from where I live. I have to drive there to the main campus. I went to my advisor. My advisor was like, "Oh, we have two slots open. If you want to add these courses, you have to basically add them right now." Now, stepping back, guys, from everything I've just told you, right? This is more than enough for anybody, right? Everything that I've been through is so much as it is. You see what I'm saying? So long story short, I'm gonna have this chicken because I'm starving. One second. Long story short, right? I had one course I had one course from when I had the panic attack in spring roll over into summer. And so my course schedule was basically four courses. Four courses. So with all the shit that I've been going through, I literally ended up doing more courses this semester than last semester with more stress, more responsibility. And so here's a kicker. I'm so tired, guys, but I just gotta let it out because it's just been a lot. It's been a lot. It really fucking has. Long story short, right? I was telling my professor that I need to know when this other course is gonna start back up because I have other courses. And his response to me was, "Oh, I'm on vacation. I'll put you in summer semester 2." So I had no idea what the fuck that was. I had no idea what that even was. I had no idea that I was basically gonna be doing all this extra stuff. So I had to work extra hours and do other things to pay for the medical bill. I had to stay on top of all my other courses that I already paid money for, on top of the one that I had to roll over from last semester because of my medical condition. And then on top of that, I had to make sure that I was passing. You can't just take a class and not pass. So the first class I did in the summer, I got a B minus because there's only two assignments. I got a 77 on the exam and I got an 87 on the presentation. Now, as God is my witness, that presentation grade should have been an A. Okay, that presentation grade was definitely an A. Like, I got so many compliments, and basically I asked other people in the class, and other people in the class told me that they got the same grade as me. They got an 86. I got an 87 on my presentation. And my presentation questions were harder than a lot of other people's questions because, um, by alphabetical order, she gave different like clips and stuff to different like people. And so she even said in front of the class, like, "Oh, like, this is a bit trickier because you're dealing with this dynamic and not that dynamic." And so she was basically like, "Oh, I'll acknowledge that." But she basically didn't, because everybody in the class was like, "You did so well." and that should have been an A, and she gave me an 87. So I got a B minus on that. That course was done, right? But now I'm following back up with my other courses, and here's the problem. When that one class got dropped without my consent and was not available to take, there was assignment dates for the other courses that I added last minute due to this one teacher dropping out and not wanting to teach the class. And there was 2 courses that I took that had assignments and quizzes that were due before I was even in the class. So while all this shit was going on, I was emailing professors saying, hey, I just got in the class. I see here that I have a quiz and an assignment that was due on the 19th, but I wasn't in the class on the 19th. I was in the class on the 30th or the 21st, right? And I wasn't in the class because this class dropped, and so I had to go to my advisor and complain, and she helped me get other classes. So in reality, it's not even hard to understand. If a professor was actually not on vacation and doing their job, all they would basically have to do was reset a quiz or reset an assignment and let me fucking submit my work. But of course not. Of course not. I had all these other things come up. And so there's so many things that I'm missing because while all this was happening, my cat was at the hospital. I was driving to Boca. I was doing all these things, and quite frankly, I just didn't have the time for it. I had no knowledge of it. I had no time for it, and that's the honest truth. So with all that said and done, because there's other things, there's a lot of other things I could talk about and I could say on top of that, but that's just the gist of it, right? Fast forward 4 days ago, I'm dealing with the class that I'm having to do from when I have a medical condition. My mom being in the hospital, me being in the hospital, all this shit going down. Me trying to make up for all this shit, right? And so in an email, this professor tells me everything is due August 1st. What day is it today? Today's August 2nd now. Now that it's past midnight, this is August 2nd. He told me in an email, oh, everything's due August 1st. I said, okay. While all this bullshit was going down, me chasing down the bank, me calling my bank, filing a dispute, me driving all the way down to fucking Pompano because this guy stole my money. All these things I had on my plate, right, that I had to take care of because I could not get scammed out of $800. I would never let that fly. I was chasing down the bank. I was going to the bank every day. I was going to Boca. I was basically all over the place, right? Basically all over the place. And long story short, I was checking the grade book for this one class, the one that I took from spring. I was checking every day, like, when was the due date? He told me August 1st. I was like, okay, cool. So I can take my energy and use it for other courses and then go back to that course when I have time because I didn't have time. I did not have the time or energy or money to go back and forth and every 2 minutes check the grade book. Who has time for that? Not me. Long story short, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Long story short, watch this bullshit. I go in my grade book, and what do I see? July 24th, July 20th. He told me in email, in documentation, that everything was due August 1st. So where did July 24th come from? And on top of that, the midterm, the 2 quizzes, all these things that I already did and passed last semester. And all I had to really make up because of my medical condition was 3 projects. That's it. Everything else I did and passed. But in reality, he really didn't help me because not only did he lie, but basically he had me do over an entire course in basically a month. When back in spring semester, that one course had in-person teaching. With the online, you can't see him. He's not there, right? And on top of that, you have me doing the same course all over again for no reason. So when I realized this, I emailed him immediately and was like, what is this? Like, I was checking it every day. I saw nothing there about July. You told me August 1st. Why am I doing things over that I've already done? It literally makes no sense. And I've passed the midterm. I've passed this. I passed that. And you're having me do it all over again. For what reason? So basically, oh my God, there's a stray cat next to my car. Oh, how cute is that? This cat's looking at me. Maybe he wants a French fry. Maybe I'll feed you, babe. All right, well, he ran off, so I guess he doesn't want a French fry. This stray cat went next to my car. So long story short, right, I sat back, right, and I was like, first of all, I already spent over $100 for a freaking code for this one same class back in spring. And so when I was trying to go into the gradebook and submit certain things to him, I realized that the code that I used for the spring semester, they would not apply to my summer semester. Even though I already paid for the course through my tuition, even though I already paid for the $100 code, it didn't roll over. So not only am I spending all this money for the tuition of the class, I'm spending additional money on the book again and the course code again. So how did that help me? That did not help me at all. All I'm doing is triple the work for the same fucking grade. So I got all the assignments done. Some things were locked out to me that I've already done from last semester, and I already told him, like, I already passed that. Why am I doing it over? I don't understand this. I've never done this before. Like, please help me. And it was just chaos. So long story short, for the past 3 days, I've been at Boca. I've been at my university, submitting things to him, doing quizzes left, right, and center, you know, running like a headless chicken, drinking Red Bull, drinking coffee. My whole car is full of coffee and Red Bull. And I'm sitting here like, as God as my witness, guys, I'm sitting here saying to myself, I don't give a fuck. I genuinely don't care anymore. You know why? Because it's a scam. He lied in the email, and on top of that, here's the other kicker. I opened up files that I had to I had certain Excel files. This is like a marketing class. This is like a marketing technology class. Here's the kicker. There was some files that were in my grade book that I opened that were missing data. And I have screenshot proof I can even show you guys. Well, I've sent to his assistant. I sent to him and said, first of all, this Excel spreadsheet is missing fucking like 4 tabs. So I can't submit to you something that doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. The chart is wrong. The title is wrong in the instruction. So basically, it's a scam. It's a big fat scam. He didn't help me. So I did the best that I could. You know, I had three other courses to take care of. This came out of left field. I never agreed to this. And I'm like sitting here like I'm driving home all the way from I was driving all the way here, having it all day, having it for like a 2 week solid. I haven't had a solid meal in weeks. In weeks, I have not had a solid meal. I've been living off of coffee. I've been living off of Red Bull, just like back like last year. I've been so unhealthy because I don't have the time. So as I was driving home, I was like, you know what? I'm taking a year off. I'm taking either a year off or a whole semester off because my mental health is shit. And when I went on Periscope to first explain this to my Twitter followers, I was telling them that basically my body has felt so sick over all this that I could literally taste blood in my throat from my chest. Like, no lie, like as I was talking about it, and the more that I'm getting worked up, I could literally taste blood in my throat from my chest. So when I felt that, and when I thought about, guys, like all the things that I've been through, I'm like, my health being in jeopardy like this is not worth it. Like, you can keep it. You can keep it. You're scamming me out of thousands of dollars for a piece of paper. You're having me go home every night at 12 o'clock at night. You're not answering my emails. You're going on vacation while I'm over here suffering. You have all these professors over here not grading things, going on vacation. Like, it's a joke. It's a complete joke. And everything that I'm saying is the honest truth. Like, He told me he was literally on vacation. When I was asking him all these questions prior, he couldn't even answer them because he was on vacation. So why do you have a professor who's in a course doing a course on vacation? Why? Why not just don't teach the class? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So basically, I did what I could. Everything that I could have possibly submitted to him, I submitted to him. I showed him all the photographic evidence of all the data sheets and everything that he sent me that was missing and was malfunctioning and was not correct. Was not correct. In fact, there was one project that literally said that you need to have this certain sheet in the Excel. The fucking sheet wasn't even there. I took a picture, I screenshotted it, I sent it to the professor's assistant, and I was like, dude, this file is totally full of errors. The spreadsheet's not even there. So, what, I mean, it's comical. It's like, it's not even there. It's just not even there, you know? So, to me, I'm just like, I've been through more than enough. I've done more than enough. And I have bills upon bills upon bills out of left field from the retrograde that came on top of me. I had so many things that were just placed upon me that I had to deal with out of left field that I've been able to deal with. I passed my other courses. I've worked super, super hard. But now I'm sitting here like, yo, this is a complete scam. You lied in your email. You've not been able to help me. There was times from last semester where literally there was things open from I was literally up till 3 o'clock in the morning because the system was down, and he was sending me emails back and forth from spring semester telling me how, oh, they're working on it. And my parents watched me stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning submitting assignments to him because he couldn't fix the system because the system was down. So, and I passed, and all of a sudden I passed, and I got like A's and B's on. So it's just like, why can't you use those things to this grade? Why can't you use what I've done already from spring semester for this semester? Why am I doing triple the work in less amount of time? It doesn't make any sense. Why am I doing that? Why am I having to do that? You know? You know? So in my opinion, from where I stand right now and from where I sit right now in my car, I genuinely don't care. And my body has been through hell and back. I've worked from 16 years old, if not lesser than that, okay? In reality, I've worked throughout my entire college career, and my body has been battered. And I have worked literally so hard to upkeep my channel, to upkeep my grades, to upkeep my social. I've tried basically everything, and the proof is in the pudding. Like, the proof is in the fucking pudding. Those exams I did, I passed. More than passed. I got B's on. And because of my medical emergency, you're rolling over a class into another semester, and you're having me do it all over again. How is that fair? That's just not fair. So I'm like, whatever, you know? I know for a fact with the B minus that I got, which it really should have been a B, but that one class I got a B minus on, that's done, and that's a done deal. That's already in my grade book. It's already in my GPA. That's a done deal. This other course I know I'll pass because I'm already gonna get a B in that class. If I can just get those 2 extra points, I'll get 2 B's basically. The marketing class and this other class that had all these quizzes and assignments due when I wasn't in the class, and he didn't notify me about them and he didn't reset them for me, that's out of my control. I wasn't in the class. I wasn't in the class when those assignments were there. And my advisor already knows it. I already emailed my advisor and was like, listen, like, this guy didn't get the memo. He was on vacation. So it's not in my control. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't in my control. So the two courses for a fact I know that I passed, but these other 2 courses are on thin ice. These other 2 courses are driving me up the wall. And so I would love to have all B's. I would love to have all B's, but if I can't do it, if they can't help me, and they can't, if everything doesn't add up to it, then it doesn't add up to it. There's nothing I can do, you know? But I really feel like in my soul that, like, this is a testament to people that have felt like, you know what, like, their good is not good enough, you know? Like people out here think that, oh, like, their good's not good enough, like what they do is not good enough. Well, you know what? I'm a testament to that. I've been through hell and back, and like, I've still passed. Like last semester when I almost died, I literally still passed everything. Like I got 2 B's and 1 C+. So in my head, I'm just like, you know what? Like I've put enough like effort into like everything. Like my health has not recovered. My health is not recovered. My bank account is not recovered. Like so many areas of my life have been just totally just like hit. So whatever happens with these other 2 courses, I don't even, I can't even care anymore. Like whatever happens with these 2 courses, like I can't do anything because I just can't. Like it's past midnight. I've been working for 4 days straight. Like it's just impossible. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. So in my head, I'm like, you know what? Like my eyes feel like they're bloodshot. My chest is beating. My throat feels weird. Like my body, my hip was hurting me. I haven't had a solid meal in 4 days. Like this is just not it. You know, this is just not it. And I have to prioritize, you know? So long story short, you know, my personal message in this video is that, you know, the world and society and people may think that what you do is not great enough because they don't understand where you've come from, what you've gone through, but I can stand here with full proud. Like I can still here being fully proud of my effort, being fully proud of everything that I've done. I'm so proud of myself. I am so proud of myself, and I could have not asked for more. With my cat almost falling dead on me, with this guy trying to scam me and my money, with this guy going on vacation and lying to me through email when I have proof of that he lied to me, like liars, scammers everywhere. So in my heart, I'm just like, you know what, like people do what they want to do, you know, and like I can do what I want to do, you know, and I have every right to take my 2 B's and fuck off. You know, I have every right to get those 2 grades, call it a day, and never go back. If I never want to go back, I don't have to go back. You know, like in reality, like I'm like no one's telling me that I need to do it. You know, no one's telling me that, oh yeah, you need to do 6 courses. You need to do, like no one's telling me that. You know, I took it upon myself to go the extra mile, and I got fucked over because of it. You know, tell me how that works. You know, I try to do 4 courses, and like basically I get messed over, and the retrograde really messed me over. Like the retrograde really messed me over with everything I had to deal with. My bank was being called. Like everything was a hot mess. So the retrograde threw me way off. Those 2 retrogrades threw me way off. I never get sick. I never have any medical issues. Never. But because of all the stress and all the things I had to do from the renovation of my house and everything else, it was just like way too much. So, you know, I sit here saying this honestly, wholeheartedly, that if you're somebody out here who's done all that you could do and you've worked super hard, whether you fail or not, like whether the definition of failure or not, like screw it. You know, there's always another day, there's always another tomorrow. And the way I feel right now is like, you know what? I did what I could. There's not a moment in time that I could go back and say that I didn't give my all. To the very last minute on that clock in that library, I was submitting things. I was going over things. I was emailing. I was doing everything that I possibly could have done to the best of my ability. And I'm so proud of myself. Like regardless of like how it looks on paper, like I am so proud of myself. I did not have to do that. You know, I did not have to do 4 courses. I did not have to, you know, save my cat from dying. I did not even have to, you know, take up help my mother. You know, I didn't have to do a lot of things, but because I had the energy and I had the drive, I did it and I passed other courses, you know? And so I can only hope that I pass these other 2 courses too, and that he will give me grace and like use my other grades, but maybe he won't. And you know what? That's fine. But that's his karma, you know? He lied in email and like I have my proof, you know, I have my evidence of what I've done, what I didn't do. Like everything's there, you know, the proof is in the pudding. So to me it's a total scam, you know? Like I should never have to pay that much money like for any, I mean, no student should have to pay over $1,000 period. Like it's just crazy, guys. Like I am not at Harvard and Yale for a reason. You feel me? Like I am not at a I mean, I'm at a state college, you know, like I'm at one of the best colleges like in Florida, you know, but I'm not at Harvard and Yale for a reason because 1, I can't afford it. 2, it ain't that serious to me, okay? There's CEOs out here, people out here who are in these corporate jobs who literally go to community college and have the same salary, okay? For example, my uncle didn't go to Harvard and Yale. He went to a local college. He didn't even go to state college. He went to a local community college, and my uncle makes over 100 grand a year. My uncle worked for Disney. My uncle got free tickets to all types of events I've been to. Like, it doesn't mean shit. Like that piece of paper saying, oh, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, like that's just a gimmick. It's a total gimmick, because what you should know is the skills. What you should know is the material, not what, the piece of paper says. Like, my uncle never went to Harvard or Yale, and he makes a lot of money. Like, he helps the whole family out, really. I mean, my uncle he gave me so much money. When I graduated high school, my uncle gave me so much money. Like, he's been so successful. My uncle never went to no Harvard, Yale, and he makes over 100K a year. Like, easily. He's a software computer engineer. Okay, he went to community college. He didn't go to state college like me. He went to community college, and he's making over 100 grand a year. So fuck that. Like, the way I feel right now is that, like, so many things in America are such scams. Like, so many things in America are so unfortunate. But you know what? This is a 3D bullshit matrix world we live in, and so what? Like, I'm taking my power back. So I feel in my spirit that, like, after this semester, I'm not interested in going back for at least another month or so. Like, if I can add courses towards the end of November, great. But, like, if I have another batch of courses starting, like, next week, and I'm in this state, and I'm in this high anxiety state, like, I can't do it, because my body needs to rest. I have to replenish my bank account. I have to replenish my energy. And, like, too much is going on, that retrograde, guys, never again, dude. Like, I'm gonna really have to be on top of it, because I was not. The truth is, I was not on top of it. I was not. I was reading things about it. I have so many books. I have so many, but I could have done more. I wish I knew more on how to, like, protect myself. And for the most part, I did. My intuition told me, don't do this, don't do that. I didn't do it. I was safe. I canceled that program. I called my bank. Like, I did everything I was supposed to do. But sometimes, once again, sometimes on this 3D plane, what you do, whether it's in the best intention, is not good enough. Like, that's what I've learned. Like, you could break. I mean, it's like, you want my leg, you want my ankle, you want my head. Like, what do you want from me? You want my whole body? Like, I can't give you that. I can't give the system my whole body. I can't do that. I've given enough. I almost died. Like, if I didn't go to the hospital in March, I would have been in a heap of trouble. If I have not been eating as clean as I can. I mean, having a side salad like this. I mean, I'm trying. I can't be over a stove. I can't cook a whole gourmet salad. Like, I'm doing the best I can. You feel me? Like I'm trying to, like, work to the maximum level while eating healthy, while being, like, I'm trying so hard, guys. I'm trying so hard. Like, there's only so much I can do. Like, and that's a problem. Like, from last year, I was living off of, like, toxic shit. I was living off of coffee and, like, large coffees and Red Bull. Like, I was not even eating. Like, guys, literally, I have gone down 4 skinny jean pant sizes. I am now a size 6 and 8 in jeans. I know it looks like you can't tell because my boobs are big, but guys, the stress that I've been under from this retrograde, I literally am now a size 6 and 8 in skinny jeans. Like, literally. That's like how I was in high school. Because I've not been eating. I've literally not been eating. And so it's like, I can't do that to myself, So, guys, I'm just here to tell you guys what I've been going through, so you guys know, like, the honest truth and how everything's been. And I'm telling you guys straight up, like, fuck it, fuck it, forget it, like, the shit ain't worth it. To me, a lot of shit ain't worth it in life, a lot of shit. And, like, I already had my health in jeopardy in March, and the retrograde is trying to do it all over again to me. It is, and I can't allow it. So I'm like, you know what? If I don't pass that course, whatever. Like, I passed it last semester. All I had to give him was 3 projects. And instead of him making me do those 3 projects, he basically had me do the whole course over. I'm bugging. Like, how? Why? I don't know. So, I'm taking it as a sign of just easing back. I would love to dive right back into fall semester, but I think I learned my lesson. I think I've learned my lesson from March, which is that if I have a medical condition, if something comes up, to just let it be. Like, just let it be and push back on it, because I can't, So, guys, in this world, You know, sometimes your good and your best is not good enough, but you know what? The most important thing is to have the pride and the strength and the joy from your own hard work, your own effort. That's what I can genuinely say, is that I am proud. There's not a bone, tear, ache, there's nothing in my spirit saying to me, you didn't do your best. You didn't. I was literally getting up every day for the past 4 days and driving over an hour back to and fro doing schoolwork. My mother was concerned. My cats were me out. Like, everybody was like, where are you going? What are you doing? Like, you want to go to the movies? I couldn't do anything. I was stuck doing schoolwork 24/7. So with all that being said, if what I've done tonight and everything else I do tomorrow does not turn out my favor, so the fuck what? I almost died, and that's more than enough for me. And all the bills collectively that I've had to fish out over July was easily over $2,000, easily. And I don't got that as a college student. Nobody has that to waste. Nobody has over $2,000 plus to waste on anything minuscule. I don't have it, and I had to get extra hours. I had to do extra things to replenish that. That's life. But I stand here today telling you guys on camera, like, if you're somebody out here who feels like life is beating you up, you know, things are going your way, dust it off and keep going. You know, like, a new day will come. You know, like, whatever happens, whatever goes down in your love life, your health, like, keep moving forward, keep having a positive attitude, because you see, the one thing, guys, that the enemy and the dark forces of this world don't want me to have is a positive attitude. The one thing that all the haters and people that have tried to curse my life, all those people that are naysayers that want to hurt me, that's what they want. They want me to die. They want me to be sad. They want me to feel bad for myself. I don't feel bad. I'm proud of myself. I'm happy, because you know what? A lot of students have no car. A lot of students have not worked for jobs I work. A lot of students have not gone through the shit that I've gone through, and I've gone through it, and I've come out the other end, and I passed a lot of things with B's, and I've accomplished a lot for my age as it is. So you know what? I've been going since I graduated high school. Since I graduated high school, I was in college. I never had a break ever. All the moving and all the jobs, I never had a break. So now I'm like, you know what? I deserve it. I'll figure it out. Whatever. So guys, you know, on this 3D plane, your efforts sometimes fall short. Some things go wrong. You know, things come up, but you gotta keep going. You gotta keep moving forward. You know, don't let that negative energy and negative people take your joy and take your hard work. Like, I told him through email, I'm like, you know what? I don't regret anything. Whatever you're lying about, sir, I don't regret it. You know why? Because I saved my cat's life, and I took care of my mother. I took care of things at home that I had to take care of. I didn't have a choice. So whatever you want to say, do what you want to do. You feel me? Like I can only do what I could do as a human being. I'm only one person. So whatever. It is what it is, guys. So this is what's been going on with me during the retrograde. The retrograde, once again, has beat my ass. It is what it is. I don't really care. You know, I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still standing. And whatever goes down from here on out, I'm fine with it. You know, God's will will be done. The universe's divine and highest will for my life will be done and will manifest in the flesh. It will, because I deserve it. So that's on his head. If he wants to lie, it's on his head, you know, like, whatever, you know, like the owner who tried to scam me, the guy who tried to scam me, that's on his head, you know, and he couldn't scam me for long, dude. He tried to scam me, and I followed up on his ass. I followed up every fucking day in July. Almost every fucking day in July, I was calling his office, like, dude, I was calling corporate, like, dude, you're scamming me. Like, you're not gonna scam me. Like, no. And I got the money back. Through hell and high water, I got the money back. I had to drive over 40 minutes to get it. And I met him in person, and he gave me my money back. He wrote me a check and said, cash it. You see? So I never gave up. Through all the bullshit that happened in the retrograde, I never gave up, and I'm not gonna give up. So whatever happens from here on out, I'm proud of myself, guys, and I couldn't ask for more. So I want to encourage you guys and give you guys the same energy, you know? Like, whatever happens, whatever's gone wrong, keep going, keep smiling, you know? Like, it will all work out. Have faith. You know, work hard. Like, that's what I've done. And so that's why I can go to sleep tonight and say, you know, regardless of what happens, I'm proud of myself. You know, I'm proud regardless. Like, I've been through so much. It is what it is, guys. Thank you for watching. I love you all so much. Take care. I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye. I gotta drive now. Bye.